Alright, so in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things that I like about my Lexin FT4. Let's check it out. What's going on, YouTube? BK Low is back in the building. And this video has been a long time coming on my Lexin FT4. I originally wanted to make this one as soon as they started supporting my channel, but then I realized, I was like, you know what, I gotta put way more miles on this thing before I go out there and give an honest review. So I've been running it for a couple months now. The major test that I put it through was going back and forth from Brooklyn to Sturgis this year. So I think I'm at the point where I've ridden with it enough and put enough miles on it where I could give you a very, very honest review and tell you 5 things that I like about the FT4. So here we go. Thing number 1. And that is the general audio in terms of how loud it'll go. So it's way louder than any other comm unit I've ever used. And this is great because I feel like every other comm unit I've used has always had me wanting more. Even to the point with my Cena, like I changed out the headphones and bought like better headphones off Amazon, and even that didn't do it, and that didn't wind up working out. So it's always kind of just had me wanting more than most of the other comm units, but Lexin does not disappoint. If I'm not wearing earplugs, I usually will not go past half volume on this thing. It'll just be too loud. Now, that being said, if I am wearing earplugs for intercom, so for like talking to Jenny or whatever if we're on the road, I usually have it maybe to like 75 or 80%, I'd say. Now, for music with earplugs in, I will have that thing at about, I will usually have it at 100%. And even then, it's like, you know, you are wearing earplugs, so you don't expect it to be like super loud where you're going to be headbanging to metal. But it's loud enough where I could hear the music, and I could also hear the sounds around me and hear the bike in case, you know, there's a certain sound I need to hear, like my chain coming undone or something. At the end of the day, it is very much loud enough. And I'm talking at like high speeds, you know, we're on highways out there where like the speed limit's 80 miles per hour, and I'm still able to hear my music. One side note about that though is that was not the case when I was running it with my Simpson helmet, and that could very well be that I just did not set it up as meticulously as I could have. But I think with the Simpson, it was just a little bit too loud with the wind noise for me to hear things the way I wanted to. But once I transitioned to this showy helmet, I have had 0 issues in terms of hearing. And again, a lot of the times I am using it, it's with earplugs. So yeah, man, this thing definitely gets loud if you need it to. Alright, so thing number 2 that I really like about my Lexin FT4. And I really like that the actual buttons, so you have the 2 main buttons and then you have the spinner, are really, really accessible and really easy to use while riding. And that's just a game changer, man. Like, I don't want to have to fumble with this thing while I'm cruising at 80 miles per hour or while I'm dodging the city traffic. I want it to be easy, quick, and something I don't have to think about. And the way that they design the button layout and the fact that they're big enough and easy to feel makes it very, very user-friendly. So it's just generally really accessible in terms of actually, you know, setting it, actually using the buttons on the unit. Alright, so thing number 3 that I like about my Lexin FT4, and that's kind of going along with thing number 2, and that is just how incredibly easy it is to pair this thing. So like, whenever I'm using this, it's usually with Jenny, and it literally took us 3 seconds to pair it. And we didn't have to like go through an app or like do anything crazy. It was literally like a process of 3 steps, and then that's it. It was paired. So I really appreciate just how incredibly easy they made it in terms of pairing on this thing. So yeah, I know there's a lot of comm units out there that I've used where it's like taken quite a while to pair it, but with a Lexin FT4, just follow the steps and that's it. Alright, so thing number 4 that I really like about the Lexin FT4, and that is the price point that it is coming in at. So I gotta say, man, for what you're getting with this comm unit, that is a very good price. And that price gets even better if you decide to buy the dual pack. If you are gonna use it with your lady, or maybe you want to get your cat one if you ride with your cat. But the price point is what's up, man. Like, that is a very good price for such a premium product. And you know, I'm having a hard time finding other competitors that's coming in around that price point. So the price is good. I'm definitely loving that. And yeah, man, just trying to save you guys that money. Alright, so thing number 5 that I like about my Lexin FT4, and this is more like in general about the company itself, but I really appreciate the level of outstanding customer service that Lexin has. And like I told you before, like, hey, you know, I needed to pair the thing and there's a process to do it. You know, of course they give you the directions with the thing, but when I needed to do it, I didn't have the directions on hand. I was on the road. So I literally went to Instagram, I DM'd Lexin, and within a matter of seconds, they had sent back like an actual picture with the directions on it, clearly showing me what to do. And anytime I've ever had any questions or anything, they've just been incredibly responsive. The customer service is just really fantastic. And yeah, that's something that keeps me coming back to products like this, you know? It's things like that that I think make a big difference. But those are the 5 things that I like about my Lexin FT4. It is a total game changer if you are, I mean, for any situation. There's just been so many situations where I need like quick directions, or I gotta make a phone call and I don't feel like getting off the bike. So this is just an essential, I think, everyday riding item. You know, I highly recommend it. So shout out to Mark, shout out to Team Lexin. Definitely get yourself one. Solid product. And yeah, man. But that's really all I got for my Lexin video. As always, stay safe out there, stay low, and stay Lexin. And BK Low is out.